everybody. Welcome to our special interview program. Today I'm going to interview my grandfather. His name is Police General Niyom Kanchanawat. So, what was your profession?
Well, my profession is a policeman.
Oh. What organization do you work for?
I work for the Royal Thai National Police Force.
Very interesting. What was your role within the organization?
Well, my work included so many aspects, starting from what we call the border patrol police, patrolling, taking care of all the incidents along the borders area. And next to that is the local police, like we call it city police, which is called metropolitan police. I worked in the police station, at Bangrak Police Station and Payathai Police Station and many others. Starting from when I was junior police officers. You see, I have to be on duty, 3 days in 4 days. I only get 1 day off, because there's so few police officers in the station at the time. And after that, I moved up. I was promoted, by step, until reaching the police general. But before going to that level, I had to pass through many kinds of work, starting from crimes, insurgencies, and and teaching the young policemen.
Okay. How was your role connected to other roles?
Well, it connected to the people, For instance, when I was in with the Metropolitan Police, I have to, my duty at the time, when I reached the deputy commander, what we call the deputy commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, that I had to take care of all the people in Bangkok and Thonburi, regarding crimes, insurgencies, and many other wrongdoings.
What attitude do you need to carry out your role effectively?
Well, first thing, being policeman, you have to realize all the time that you are the servant of the public. So you have to serve the public equally, in other words, in justice. Not to take sides of anyone or any say when you have, for instance, you have a motor car accident, you have to be neutral. Who is wrong and who is right? You have to be neutral and treat them equally by law.
How many policemen are in Thailand? I'm just curious.
You are curious? The police department, or what we call the National Police Force in Thailand, consisting of almost 300,000 men strong.
That's amazing. Do you think that number is enough to protect us from the bad guys?
I think so, yeah. I think that's enough, the number, but the quality should be improved. See? the policemen should be better trained, well trained, and doing what we call doing the job, the police job efficiently, so that they cope with the work. I'm sure of that. But by so doing, the police, before recruited to be policemen, they have to be very, very carefully selected. Good people with justice, good people with good morale and honesty. You see, so that from time to time, after they've been commissioned to be policemen, they have to study all the time. Otherwise, they will be backward. They will not be able to cope with the problems which is developing all the time. So I think that's my idea.
So, what was your most memorable experience?
Well, memorable experience. For instance, in 2519 or 2519, there was a hijacked plane, from Philippines, passing and stopping in Bangkok. You see, I was commissioner of the the immigration department at the time. You see, I was chief, and I had to be responsible for what's happening. So together I dealt with the ex-premier called Kun Anand Panjarachun. I worked with him to solve that problem and to try to not to lose any lives and not to damage the Thai international airways of Thailand. And we were lucky to be able to solve that problem. We could persuade the change of the plane and persuaded the hijackers to leave our country with no bloodshed. And I was proud of that work that time. And another time, another thing is fighting with communism. The communists in those days so strong, especially in the northeast area, and I had to risk my life by doing in the campaign of fighting with the communists. But luckily that I was survived and got promotion, from time to time, until when I was senior officer. I was deputy commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, and then I was promoted to be commissioner of the Northern Provincial Police, which covers 17 provinces in the north for 2 years. And then I was transferred to be the chief of the provincial police in the northeast, which covered 17 provinces also. And after that, I was promoted to be Assistant Director General of the Police Department.
If you were so popular, have you ever met the king?
Yeah, because when I worked 2 years in the north, as commissioner, I met him so many times. Every place, everywhere the king went, I had to be along escorting him, for security reasons.
Very cool. What would be your advice for living safely?
Well, for you, your kids, I would advise that you have to be very, very careful, in meeting the people, in associating with the people. No matter who they are, you have to be careful and don't be too far apart from your parents, your mom, your dad, and your guardian. Because there are so many kinds of crimes, happening in nowadays. For instance, you want to go to a meeting or to get together somewhere, at first you must have identification in yourself, a card or a telephone number of your parents, your dad, your mom, your grandfather, grandmother, in case that you get lost, and then you'll be able to get someone to contact your home, right? And secondly, when you walk in the street, if you are at young age, you should not be walk alone. You have to go with your parents, whoever they are, either your mom or your dad or your grandmom, granddad. And you have to be careful of stranger. If stranger come to you and try to persuade you by giving some desserts or something, with the intention of taking you to do something unlawfully. So don't go with him or them. See, stay away from them. If you have difficulty, you lost your way, you contact 9191, police emergency call, and police, they come to help you anywhere in the country.
Okay. Last question. What was the most difficult decision for you?
The most difficult decision, well, it's how to be, how to keep yourself to be a good and efficient policeman. It's not easy because there are so many things, or so many people that try to bribe police officers. You have to be very strong. You have to be real honest and work at the servant of the public, not the master.
Okay, so now the interview is done. Hope to see you next time on my next interview with my uncle. Don't you think my grandfather is so cool, guys?
Good girl.